how does that take precedence over matters of national security?
It doesn't.
So you agree Lambert made a judgment error?
I won't answer that.
Fine. So the little information you did recover from Iceland told you that what was stolen from Rahim Kadir was not a weapon at all. It was red mercury, right?
Yes.
An explosive substance which, when added to small doses of plutonium, can easily create a 2-kiloton bomb the size of a baseball. And you and Lambert lost it.
We had a lead, Emile Dufresne. He tried to buy the red mercury before it was stolen.
So Lambert decided to infiltrate Dufresne's organization, hoping he'd take another shot at getting his hands on the red mercury. That's why he sent you in, undercover on American soil, clearly exceeding the NSA's mandate.
Our mandate is to protect American citizens. The CIA was dragging its feet. It was us or nobody.
But to infiltrate Dufresne's organization, you needed a way in. And you found it at Ellsworth Penitentiary.
Hey, Sam. You ready for this? Come on. What the hell are you waiting for? Man, I am so psyched. I can feel it all coming together. I just can't wait to see my buddies in the JBA again. You should come along too, once we break out of here. How soon do we make our move?
Don't rush the plan, Jamie. That's the quickest way things can go wrong.
Yeah, I hear you. So what's the next step? Last time we grabbed the walkie-talkie. Where to this time?
I'm going back to the guard booth. What's the point of having only one walkie-talkie? We each need one in case we get separated during the escape.
Still got the lockpick?
Yep.
Good. Let me give you a boost.
What's up, ladies and gents? Sinistrator1, your host. Welcome back to more Splinter Cell Double Agent. This is, again, the original Xbox version played on the Series X Elite mode. Complete stealth, no perceivements. This mission is glitched. I just want to go ahead and let you guys know that. At the end of this mission, you will see that it says that we have been seen a bunch of times. However, that is not the case. If you go through this walkthrough and you do it exactly as we do, you see that there are no times that we are perceived and no times that any enemy is even aware that we are in the area, except for when the game just kind of glitches out and there's really nothing you can do about that situation. So first off, this can be a little tricky. There's a lot of RNG in this beginning section here. Do exactly as I'm doing here. We're going to make our way around. We're going to pick the lock up ahead. This guard will be in different places. There's two things that he can do. Either he can enter the room immediately or he cannot be entering the room. You can still get around both. However, if he enters the room immediately, it's significantly longer for you to actually have to go through all of this. So I recommend doing a quick save right around it here. That way you can make sure that you're good to go. Once we drop down, you'll see that this guard is going to be on the outside. Again, he can either be getting ready to enter this room, or he's where he is now. If he's where he is now, that's exactly where you want him. Go ahead and pick up the walkie-talkie and then start heading back. However, you can be heard when you jump up here,
Jamie,
so be very careful.
There? I got the goods.
You notice how much noise you make.
Good, but you better fly back to your cell because they're about to do a count. If they see you missing from your bunk, we're in trouble.
On my way.
It's very iffy, and you're going to get a little RNG moments there, but eventually you will be able to make it without him actually perceiving or hearing you. Even though he's outside of the room, for some reason, he can still hear you jumping up. Every action that Sam does, even if he's getting out of a vent, if he's crawling through something, it doesn't matter. He makes noise. It's a lot different than Chaos Theory, where if you're getting out of a vent or whatever, you're not making noise. But it doesn't matter what you do, you are making noise all the time. So you really need to be careful about how far away enemies are to be able to hear. We make this more challenging because of the way that we're doing it and setting it up with the no perceivement. Here we're going to drop down. Now if you drop down one more time, Sam will grab a hold of this little ledge there. Then hold B when you drop down and you should be good to go. Get as quickly as you can up against this point because he's going to do a little turnaround right there and then he'll go into his position. You have a very little amount of time to get all the way over here, but as long as you do it quickly, you should be good to go, and then we can move on with the next section.
Attention all inmates. Meal at leisure time. 1 hour.
Way to be, Sam. Glad you came back in time.
Me too.
Look out, here's the guard.
Okay, playtime. Don't do anything too stupid.
Fisher, you have a visitor. Follow me.
Hello, Sam. How are you?
Could be worse.
And how's Jamie Washington?
Fine, we've become best pals in the last 3 weeks.
So the mission is on track.
It is. He's already talking about introducing me to his friends in the JBA, particularly the boss, Emile Dufresne. How are things on your end?
Rough. Most people at Third Echelon still believe the setup and think you've gone rogue. But Assistant Director Williams isn't one of them anymore. He did some digging, found out that we're trying to locate the Red Mercury by infiltrating Dufresne's organization. Now he's looking for an excuse to pull the plug.
How did he find out?
That was my fault, Sam. He managed to get his hands on the list of buyers you recovered from Iceland.
Then I need to break out with Jamie. Now.
Why do you think I'm here? Tonight's the night. Another Splinter Cell team is sneaking inside. They'll provide you with all the cover you need to get out. PDA on the counter has the prison's layout on it. Take it.
Thanks. Anything else?
3 things. I ran a check on Barnum, the man you said Washington wants dead. Whatever happens, you cannot let Barnum die. He's an important witness for the Department of Justice. Second, near the morgue you'll find a hidden disk with information on Washington from the prison's computers. It may help you later on. Final point, and I can't stress this one enough, Sam. No casualties. You're going to be on a thin moral tightrope. The JBA has to trust you, but so does the Assistant Director. If the JBA suspects you are a traitor, or if Williams thinks you are playing too risky, then it's over either way. Every decision you make will have consequences. It's not an easy situation for you, but I wouldn't trust the Red Mercury to anyone else. Good luck, Sam. I'll keep in touch from time to time through your cochlear implant.
Sam, quick. Barnum's in the courtyard. I'll lay low till you get here, but now's our chance to get rid of him.
We have a possible situation. Barnum is alone in the courtyard with Jamie Washington. I suggest sending backup just in case.
Damn. Jamie's in trouble.
Whoa! Barnum and Washington? This is gonna be good!
Looks like you could use a spotter, Washington.
Bring it
Too bad you got
on,
me
you
instead.
Mother.
Barnum! Stay out of this! Not a chance. Get off him. Now.
Wait your turn, Fisher. There's enough beatings to go around.
I always cut in line.
All 3 of you, go to the wall and put your hands against it now!
You just made a big mistake. They're gonna have to hose you off the concrete when I get through with you.
Well, now that I've got him, what do I do with him? Jamie hates this guy. If I kill him, I'm Jamie's best buddy for life, which is good for the mission. Lambert doesn't want casualties. He's got Williams breathing down his neck. One or the other. Gotta decide.
So this is one of those situations where you need to either kill or knock. Obviously, we are a stealthy guy, but we prefer to be non-lethal, so we're always going to choose the knock option.
That's it. You asked for this.
Are you okay?
Never mind me. Finish him off.
Got gas.
Knockout gas. Fisher. Yo, Fisher. Can you hear me? Hey, Fisher. Thanks for saving my ass. Glad you let Barnum in one piece.
I'm not that interested in his ass life. I had a problem with violence.
Me too. I keep on starting it. You think we set off the riot out there?
A man can pray.
Maybe we can bust out of here, you know? Have a little fun. Check it out. He has a gun.
I'll take it.
No way, Sam. I can't trust you to use it, not after the way you went soft on Barnum. I'll hold on to it, and instead you can have our locker. I left it on.
Since, of course, we decided to knock out Barnum, therefore we do not get the
If we
weapon.
get shot or something, we should have some of the doc's adrenaline somewhere.
However, if you do decide to take him out completely, you will get the weapon, but you don't really need to worry about it too much, as you will be able to get by this without Jamie shooting anyone. It can be tough, but you will be able to manage it. This is a good point to save, because you're going to need it. Once you have saved here, this can be very tricky. Do not move too fast, as there are a guard on the other end of this little hallway right here, and he will hear you if you move too quick. There are certain moments when the game takes away the ability to control Jamie. One of these moments is here. As long as you are in this area right here and Jamie is up here, you need to make sure that he stays up there for as long as possible. Reason being is because he will jump down automatically about 6 seconds after you jump down. So you need to time it to where this guard that is coming this way is going to turn around before Jamie jumps down. If you do not time it correctly, then that guard will, with the flashlight, see him. As you can see, boom, he turns around and Jamie just jumped down. So that's the perfect timing that you need. Here, what we're going to do is place the body. You do not want to just hit him and then knock him down, because if you do that, unfortunately, the other guard will hear. So get up against this side here. He's going to get his flashlight out again. We're just going to go up to him and knock him out. Obviously, we're going to pick up his body and hide it as well. Maybe the game considers the enemy seeing us at that moment, but really, this is just one of those sections that it's very, very tough to get around with no perceivement. Obviously, if he perceives you, then it's pretty easy, but if you're going for that challenge like I like to do,
I'll get you
then
up.
this is what I want to do.
You can open the door for me.
You need to quickly get over here.
Open it from here. Now move your butt and get back to the stairs so I can bust you out. Go!
As Jamie will unlock this door for you, but he is going to move up quick.
Nice one. Hang on a minute. Right there.
You snooze, you lose, pal.
There
You
are
gotta
certain
keep
moments and
up.
situations where you absolutely 100% have to take out guards. You've just seen there that those two you have to take out. No way around, I tried. As well as this next guard up ahead, you 100% have to take him out. If you want to see the different ways that I tried not to, then you can check out the live streams that we do for this game.
Don't move! Yes.
So go ahead and get up to him and take him out immediately. He will just stay in this hallway if you don't, and there's no way to get by him because of Jamie. Jamie just kind of sits out in the open. There's no way for him not to be seen. I could sneak around him, but Jamie and his AI does not allow for that to happen. So you need to take him out in order to be able to get by this area. Now in this next room, it's pretty easy to do. The guards are messing with one of the inmates. As soon as you head in here, he will be taken out. However, if you go through the door, you need to pick the lock first and move to the right and wait until the exact moment that you see me. You can then jump up on the table and then head to the top. That is where you're going to need to go. Don't worry about ordering Jamie to do anything in particular. Once you actually jump up here, Jamie himself will just say, "I'll wait until you do what you need to do." As soon as this guard starts moving in that area, then we can jump on this table. Enough noise in this room that masks you from being able to be heard when you actually do this maneuver. Otherwise, you would have easily been able to be heard here. Wait till he passes by a little. And then we're going to head through the crawl space. Once we're on the other side, you can knock this guard out. I don't think it's going to make a difference. Obviously, we don't want to knock him out. It's very, very edgy, or should I say dodgy AI here, as you'll clearly see. We're going to get the code to open this door and let Jamie through. So the guard is clearly going to see Jamie, and I don't think there's a way around it. Unless you just knock him out before you do it.
Let's move it.
Jamie, wait.
But as you can see, he doesn't react, and he doesn't do anything. For us, we've got the code, so we can enter it here, and then we can move on as well. He doesn't interact. He doesn't show that he sees us. He doesn't show anything. However, probably if you go ahead and take him out before you even do any of that, maybe it won't count against you. I don't know. But as you can clearly see there, no one saw us. No one reacted to us. No, nothing like that. So it's exactly all we ever could ask for. So I still feel that that's pretty much 100% stealthy. And we can go ahead and move on to the next section.
Jamie, where are you?
In trouble, buddy. I got jumped by a bunch of crazies and they locked me in somewhere.
So you do need to be careful here, as sometimes the guard can see you when you're heading into that light right there.
Relax and concentrate.
Sam, they locked me in the gas chamber. Come get me quick.
I'm on my way. Stay calm.
Once you see this guard here, just wait till he starts to turn around, then you can make your way up. Don't worry too much about the guard behind, or should I say on the bottom. Make your way over here. We're going to shimmy along the pipe and then head over to the other side. All I can say is on elite mode, this is significantly more difficult to pull off than expert mode, meaning that the guard will still see you sometimes, even if you're in zero darkness. It baffles me, but if you check out the live stream, you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. You're going to drop down here, always holding B when you drop so that you land softly. As soon as he turns, you need to immediately head into this vent. Once you do that, he should not hopefully be able to see your legs as you enter the vent, and you can move on. The rest of this for the next few minutes is pretty straightforward as far as getting into the next sections. Just be stealthy and do not let the guards see you with their flashlight.
Sam, where are you?
Jamie, quiet. You're gonna give away my position.
Once he moves past, you're going to go ahead and follow the guy with the flashlight. Get up behind him. As long as you stay where you have zero light, then you should be okay to go ahead and continue to move and forward. But if I were you, I would just wait here and wait till he turns. He always turns to the left, so you should be good to go on his right. And then we're going to head to the door to the left. Up ahead, there's going to be a room to the left that you're going to want to enter. That's going to have a crawl space for you to be able to climb through to the next section.
Please, Sam, hurry.
I'm almost there. Just keep cool.
This next section can be tough to do. We're going to save only once right here towards the end of the vent, and then we're going to make it all the way through this section without saving, which is a very, very tough to do as... well, the only reason it's tough is because we're leaving everyone alive.
Washington doing in the gas chamber?
Mackey's guys chased him in there. They were gonna kill him, but all their friends wanted a piece of the guy. So I activated the magnetic lock to protect him. They'd have to turn it off up here to open the door down there.
You locked him in there to keep him alive? Room's airtight. How's he supposed to breathe?
Oh, crap.
So one guard is going to enter into that room there. The other one's going to come into here. You need to wait until this guard here goes back out of this room and down. You make noise coming out of this vent automatically because you come out of it standing up. There are moments where you cannot automatically go into a crouched position. Sometimes when you crawl out of vents, you're automatically standing up. And as you'll see here, you need to make sure that this guard is low enough down the stairs so that he does not hear you when you come out, or else obviously that's a perceivement. We're going to flip this switch, and then we're going to head out the door that the guy headed out before we exited the vent. The guy's going to be coming up this way right now on our right side, but he doesn't see you because you're still in complete darkness right there, so you're good to go. Now, no matter what your timing is on this next section, it doesn't matter. There's going to be a scripted guard that will always show up exactly at the right time that you come down into this area. So it doesn't matter how quick or how fast you, or quicker or how slow you come to here. Once you get to this point and you peek around this corner up ahead, this guy will always be exactly where you see him. He's going to turn around, he's going to head into the morgue. We need to do an optional objective for the NSA here. Remember, this playthrough is going to do all of the optional objectives that we can do, that we can actually pull off, which should be everyone. Some of them will be canceled if you choose Echelon over JBA or JBA over Echelon. Get up against this left side here. He's going to enter the morgue for just a brief moment, and then he's going to come back out. There's nowhere else you can really legitimately hide, so this is your best spot to do so. I know it might be difficult for some of you to see, but this is how the game is made. Obviously, we do not have any of our night vision goggles, so therefore that's why we cannot use night vision. I would rather show the game off in the way it's meant to be shown and looked at instead of upping the brightness. Sometimes when you up the brightness, it takes away the overall integrity of the video and the smoothness of the graphics, and I don't want it to look washed out. But once you pick that up, then move forward. As long as you're doing it in the time that I am, you'll be able to enter this door and then close it before the guard turns around and sees you. Here you're going to need to do a whistle. There's no other way because this guy will just stay right there and you cannot enter. So switch over to your whistle at this point, and then immediately when you go up the stairs, go against the wall. It's the only way he will not perceive you there. If you're not against the wall, he will perceive you. Click open the chamber. There is a invisible kind of barrier around this thing, so it might be really hard to get around this door.
God.
Just try your best.
Thanks, Fisher.
Don't mention it.
I've been thinking, Sam.
But be very quick.
Outside again? I'll introduce you to Emil. He runs our organization. You two would get along.
That's nice. But let's concentrate on getting out of here first.
I'm not sure where the guard is going to be on your playthrough, but he is up in the right now, so we can go ahead and pick the lock and then immediately get over here to the right side of the door. Otherwise, he'll see you through the door. He's going to come down here and he's going to look right in your direction, so you need to be as close to this right side as you can so he doesn't see you. Once he starts moving, then you can go ahead and move as well. He will be going back up into that room, so you do need to be quick through here. Don't worry about closing doors just because Jamie has to come through with you. So if I were to close every door, Jamie would have to then reopen every door, and that takes longer. Normally I like to always close doors that I open because I want no perceivement and I want no one to say, why is this door open? But because of having an AI companion with you, that becomes impossible to do. So always when I'm by myself, I will always shut doors behind me, but whenever I have a companion, I will not be. This section can be really, really tough to do as well. It just depends on when you come into this area where the enemies are at. They can be in different locations, so we just ended up getting a location where it's a little bit more tough than normal.
I've been thinking. Once we're outside, everyone will still be looking for us. You're a smart guy. You think maybe you can go into the prison records and fake our deaths or something? It's just a thought.
Alright, so immediately we're going to come in here. Now this only pertains to how I had to come through. Try to be as quickly as possible, and then make your way into this room. Sometimes the guards will be in different locations. If that is the case, you will have to think up and come up with your own strategy. Fake the death records. This will help us for the JSA to get it back more to normal. And then immediately come back through here. Get up against the side of this. This is going to allow you to stay stealthy. If you go up too far these stairs, the light will hit you, and then you will not be able to get out of this without being perceived. There are two guards in this room. One is at the top floor, one is at the bottom floor. You're going to see him coming in just a second. Follow the guy on the top. He's going to lead you to where you need to go. Again, these guys can be in completely different areas when you enter this room, and it changes the complete strategy of what you're doing. However, if you still use some of the tactics that you see me use, it should still pertain to you and help you out. He will always turn to the right, so you can always get up on his left, and then you can climb this pipe. Sam will automatically lift his feet up when he goes past this point. You just need to remember to put your feet back down, or else you'll be moving significantly slower. And we need to be quick when we come through here. The guy downstairs is inside that room we were in when we messed with the files. So he's going to be coming out at this time in ours. So immediately go down, detach the rope, and then get to the left side and go up against the cover. If you've done it correctly in the amount of time you need, he will be turning around right when you get back into the dark, so he should not see you. As soon as he's past the point of view, then you can go ahead and jump down here, land softly by holding B, and quickly make your way to the rope. You only have a little bit of time before the guy upstairs will actually turn around and see you. This guy will not hear you on the glass. Climb it, and then you should be good to go with at least about 3 seconds before he turned around to be able to see us. There is one guard up here. You can't see him until you get to a certain point, so you just need to be careful because sometimes he will see you when you're coming up. This gravel is very, very sound worthy, meaning that even the slightest step, you can see I'm making a lot of noise even when I'm moving the slowest the game will allow me. You need to immediately get against cover. If you are actually against cover here, then you no longer make sound. Also, as soon as you exit that little area right there, you automatically detach against cover, so you have to be careful to know when you're exiting in between that little tiny area that you were kind of going through. Wait for the guard to go past you enough so that he doesn't hear you, because you will make noise. There's no way around it. As you can see, the meter is going slightly above what the room meter is, so you got to wait until that soldier is far enough away to where he doesn't hear you. He will eventually make his way over to this point again like he did before, so you do need to pick this lock quicker than, obviously not. I believe there are 3 of them to pick, and then you can head your way inside. Very tough section right there. I know it doesn't look like it's that tough, but the gravel makes it super tough. Now, Jamie has done his own thing. We haven't had to mess with him at all. He doesn't get caught by, at least there's no sound of him getting caught, like I said. Obviously, maybe that would change if you take out those guys, because he's in the same room. He's on the upstairs of where we were just in the chapel. Now, he had to go past those 2 guards. He could have easily been seen by those guys, and there's nothing you can do about it. If you do this without taking anyone out, this is the outcome you're going to get. However, if you take them out, it might be possible that they don't get counted for them seeing Jamie. But I assure you, no one has ever seen me, and that should always be my focus as well. I don't want them to see Jamie, but obviously there's nothing I can do in some of those situations. It's just a part of the game. It's just how it works. This level is very, very, I wouldn't say it's glitched, but it really takes a lot of the opportunities away from you to choose the best play style. But that's pretty much it. So this mission is at this point pretty much done. Again, you could go through here, maybe if you're not as strict as me and you want to knock everyone out as soon as you see them. It's possible that they won't see Jamie, and then you won't see as many things here on the very end. But we did it completely stealthy. We were never seen, we were never perceived, and that was the main goal of this mission.
The sweet taste of liberty. I owe you big for this, Sam. You know that offer I made you on the inside is still good.
Tell me more about your friends.
Emile Dufresne. He founded the JBA. That's short for John Brown's Army. Emile's a man with ideas and vision, and the will to make them reality. You know what I mean?
Sounds exactly like what I'm looking for.
Great, come on. We got a long ways to go to New Orleans.
All right, ladies and gents, mission complete. You can see that we have a canceled objective from the JBA, obviously because we decided to go with the Echelon. Everything else is completed, the opportunity objectives as well. Now, when we move to the next screen, this is when you're going to see that we were seen 7 times. It says we were spotted by the enemy 7 times. However, as you clearly saw, we were not. That is not our fault. Nothing we have to worry about. Just worry about the alarms reached, which is 0. 0 bodies found, and we only had to knock out 2 guys. There was no way to get around that. But actually, we knocked out 3. So even that's glitched. Because we knocked out the 2 guys and the one right after. So hopefully you all enjoyed. Thank you again so much for watching. And of course, I will see you on the next video. Don't forget to click the playlist to continue watching. And thank you guys so much for leaving the love and support you do on every video that I put out. Love you guys. Take care of yourselves. And I'll see you on the next one. Peace out. Bitches.